What's going on, everybody? I'm Arya the King.
What up, y'all? I'm Big G, the Beater One.
Yo, and this is Geek Salad Live, man. Today is the Cat Williams Effect episode, aka
Mm,
all the beef. Everybody got beef.
it's
RB
Beefcast 2024, y'all.
Beefcast 2024. You got obviously you got Kendrick and Drake going at it, but now we got the game and Rick Ross going at it, and we
hmm
got Shaq and Shannon Sharp. Why is everybody getting on Shannon Sharp's case, bro? Like
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it is. What was all this smoke last year? And no pun intended, because he got beef with the people on all the smoke, man. So I don't know. We're gonna talk about a lot. We're gonna unpack a lot. But first, if you're new to the channel,
Mm,
make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're
that's
watching
right.
us on YouTube,
Yep.
let us know. Also, we have another show called Geek Salad Reacts, where we react to TV shows, music, movies, and etc. If you got anything that you want us to react, let us know in the comments. Also, let us know in the comments who you think won this beef between
Yeah.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But G,
Yo.
let's get right into it, bro.
Hey, real quick, man. If for anybody out there, we're trying to, do this reaction thing, but every time we do it, YouTube doesn't like it. So if y'all have any points or tips, because we took an hour-long video and YouTube only like 2 minutes of it. You know what I'm saying? So we try our hardest to do these reaction videos, but we need to find out the loophole. So if y'all know anything, let us know. But let's get back to the show. Yeah. So, hey man, I think it's clear to say that the feeling out there amongst celebrities, athletes, teenagers in high school, you and me, the beef is done. Is that the right way to look at it?
That is done. You talking about between Drake and Kendrick?
Yes.
No, it is
Yes.
not done. It will never be
Ooh.
done. It will never be over.
Mm. Mm.
This nigga Dot was like, "Yo, I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you." So he said, "In
Hate
fact,
is
I'm the
people. Hard work.
biggest hater, and I really think he does not like Drake, and I think he's taking this opportunity to show why me and this man, who y'all say is in the top three along with me,
Mm.
we are not alike. We are not the same. There's tiers and layers, and we're not on the same tier. We're not on the same layer or level.
Right.
We ain't the same." And he's been doing that. One thing, and we're gonna get into this a little bit later too, with what we wish we would have saw from this battle. One thing I wish I would have seen from this battle is I wish that there was never any ghostwriting allegations against Drake. Because
Mm.
if there was no ghostwriting allegations against Drake, and Drake was just himself, I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was himself putting out these tracks, going toe to toe with a heavyweight like Kendrick.
Right.
Even though he lost, because I would say that Drake lost, I would have the utmost respect for Drake and his pen. Forget all the painting the fingernails, forget all the colorful hair accessories,
Right.
forget all the times that he took L's and Puff apparently beat him up or peed on him or beat him up, then peed. I don't know. Drake has been through a lot. All them L's Drake has taken, I would still say this about him if there was no allegations. I would be like, aside from all of that, aside from all the sensitivity, the man pen is where it's supposed to be, man. The dude is vicious with the pen,
Okay.
and he's one of the greats of all time. But I don't know that I can say that, man, because I don't know if he actually does, in fact, have a team of writers who will help write and
Mm.
craft these bars, man.
Okay. 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 I I like that angle, right? I like it because there's
That's what she said.
there's not that is always going to hang over him. My only rebuttal to that is the song that there was the claim of the ghostwriter by Quentin. That's not even Drake's like heaviest bar of a song. That was that it's almost like a pop song. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Drake's bars, from what I know, don't sound like writers did it for him. But then again, it could be true. Could be true. You know what I'm saying? But that's my only rebuttal. The one thing that I would say I would take away from this battle, or take out of the battle, is the angle from Kendrick about Drake being a pedo. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah.
that's hard to put on somebody's jacket, man. To say that I know that you have a thing for young girls without any actual proof to like put out there. It's heavy, man. Because at that point, you already got to play defensive. Because Drake is already, he's an actual business. People like him. He's likable. He's marketable. You know, he makes a lot of money for other companies, and other companies don't want their sponsors saying like, "Yo, we got to cut ties because we don't like this angle of him being a Chester." You know what I'm saying, or a pedo. Like, if I was Drake, you know, 5 foot nothing. You know what I'm saying, on a good day. Um, I would have taken an angle of like you're moving weird, like you moving like a creep. You know what I'm
Oh, you
saying?
mean
Or
if you was Kendrick?
if I was Kendrick, 5 foot nothing. You know what I'm saying? Size 6 shoe, all that, right? Um, Again, yeah, I would just say like dog, you're moving weird. You're moving kind of funny. Like I gotta question the woman that you're with, and just keep it at that. Like don't say that you're a pedophile, but just question your choice of women that you want to pose with in in public. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Keep it at that. Keep it vague, and then the masses will make it. It is what it is. So now let's reverse it. What is the one thing that you actually like out of this beef?
What I like about this beef is the amount of songs we got in quick succession. I haven't been this
Mm,
excited about a rap beef since probably Jay and Nas, man. Like
okay.
this
Okay.
feels like that. But the difference is you didn't have to wait like weeks
Or
for
months.
or months for a
Right.
response. It was like dudes was like, all right, I feel like neither one of them underestimated their opponent. And I think
Mhm.
that's dope because you saw that they both had songs locked and loaded. And I like that. Um, I can't remember another time in hip hop beef where I've seen people go, no pun intended, back to back to back like that
Ah,
as far as diss tracks. And I think that
right.
was a moment for the
Mm,
culture. I think that was
yeah.
good for rap.
Yeah.
I think it was good for bars,
Hmm.
people that love bars.
Hmm.
And it was just something that you don't see very often.
Okay. You are 100% factual when it comes to that because all right, let's kind of break it down from some of the more famous beefs in rap out there. Of course, you got NWA. My bad. Take it back. Ice Cube, NWA. Vaseline. You got Dre, Easy E. You got or pretty much Death Row and
Bad
Ruthless
boy.
Records. You know what I'm saying? Death Row, Bad Boy, Pac and Biggie. Of course, Nas, Jay Z, the game going at anybody that he can. 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Pusha and Drake. Um,
Shout out
Drake
to
versus
BA.
everybody, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. This is a moment, man. Because prime example, I'm going to play a clip. Now, of course, we had like that. That set everything off. Everybody was going crazy over some. Oh my God, you heard what K Dot said? But the song was dope. Kendrick, you can't lie, made it doper because it stayed on number one for damn near a month, maybe right at a month, right?
That's Kendrick's song. Like, let's
Yes.
just call it what it is.
Right,
Like
right.
that is Kendra's song. The only other highlight of that song is Metro. Metro did his thing on the beat.
He did.
Future, the highlight of Future verse, we talked about it last week, was his ad libs. This nigga got whistles for ad libs. I've never seen that
Hey,
before. That was
hey,
actually
man.
pretty creative. But other than
Right.
that, nigga, it's Kung Fu Kitty. That nigga made that song.
There you go. Then we get push-ups, which was cool. It was like a warm-up,
It's
right?
cute.
Then we get one of my favorite joints that came out was the Taylor Made track. And that was produced or co-produced by Taylor's people. And he's, the AI AI Snoop, AI Tupac, had a song, put it out there, and then
Wait, you
see,
said that was produced by Taylor Swift's people?
yeah, one of Taylor's Swift's. Oh, my bad. Was it that song or one of Kendrick's song? I forgot which one was co-produced with one of
Because I thought they were
Taylor
trying to
Swift's.
say that Kendrick was signed to like had some kind of deal with Taylor Swift, like he signed to her or something, some kind
Nah,
of
it was
musical
I
deal.
forgot what song it was, but one of the songs was co-produced. I think my bad. I think it was Drake. I mean, one of Kendrick's songs was co-produced by Taylor Swift, or it might have been Taylor May. I forgot which one, but anyways, right. That song came out. I was loving it. Had a West Coast vibe to it. It was clever. It was witty. C&D came out. Had to like take it off, but hey, it's on the internet, right? At that point, he's saying, "All right, Kendrick, you want the clock?" Then came Euphoria. Euphoria, 3 beat changes, 3 different flows.
That's
He's
my
going
favorite
ham.
joint of this whole battle.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Euphoria is my favorite. Like Us is dope. That's the song that's taking off, and that's the song that's like
Right.
in the clubs right now. It's all over
Mhm.
TikTok, Instagram. It's trending.
Right.
But my favorite out of the whole joint is Euphoria. I listen to that song every day.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
First song I listen to in the gym.
Right. So we get Euphoria. And then what? A couple of days later, right? We get like a day or two later, right? We get
Was it Meet the Grams?
not
No, no,
yet.
no, no.
We get
Family Matters.
616 in LA over
Oh
the
yeah,
Al
that's
Green
right.
sample. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so smooth, so melodic. That was kind of like the precursor to what was going to happen next. Then we get one of Drake's best songs out. Some would say it might be the best song in this whole entire beef is Family Matters. This was quote unquote Drake's nuke. You know what I'm saying? You were woman beater, Dave Free, who was your man's, your manager, whatever, business partner, likes one of your girls who you haven't married in the past 15 years. That baby could be his. Just
Mhm.
throwing darts and bombs over the place. But what does Kendrick do? Let me play it for you, man. Kendrick steps on that song, not even an hour later, less than an hour later, he drops this joint.
And women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to bend. Read you.
He drops Meet the Grams. And Meet the Grams is where whew, so many things was coming out the woodwork. He's putting the pedo jacket on Drake. He's saying that I wish niggas like you would die. I wish that you're talking to Adonis like a fucking therapist or like a OG. Like I wish your grandfather would have wore a condom. Talking to his mother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a daughter. Who could be hiding, but I didn't believe that shit. But in the moment, you can't deny that shit was like, damn, another kid? Nah, Drake. Say it ain't so, Drake. Say it ain't so. You know what I'm saying? And then what happens after Meet the Grams, dog? What happens after? Nigga. This nigga Kendrick dropped the song and heard it around the world and back 4 times now. He got the song played on NBA walkouts, tennis matches, the news, just everywhere. Not like us. It's
Oh, they was playing it on NBA on TNT yesterday.
There you
Crazy.
go. There you
It's
go.
it's
And the
everywhere.
song is still calling Drake a pedo. And niggas is playing it. Niggas don't make YouTube videos to it.
It's a bop, man. Like listen, the worst thing that could happen to you in a rap beef, a public rap beef, is you lose because the other dude's song was better than yours, or he has some crazy allegations against you, and like he out battled you. That's the craziest thing that could happen. That's the worst thing that could happen to you. The thing that's even worse than the worst thing happening to you is if all that happens and the
Mhm.
song itself is a hit. And this song is a hit, bro. This
Undeniable hit. Yep.
everywhere.
Right.
Got niggas walking and ain't never,
Yo,
man.
this is the
It's
West
bad out here.
Coast anthem, but it has
It
reached
is.
through middle America, through uh South, East Coast, Midwest. It's a hit. And who would have thought that Kendrick had this in the tuck to be played in his beef? And then after that, shortly we got the one song a lot of people would say, like, yo, I wish Drake wouldn't have done a song, the beat bang. He's rapping on it, but it feels like he's on the defensive. He's trying to combat the claims that was said about him. He triples down on the wife beater, day free aspect. Um, and he's saying like at this point, I'm pretty much done with this. I'm done trying to prove whatever it is that you're telling people that I am, that I'm not. And it's been kind of quiet on the music front after that. So once more, the feeling out there is that Kendrick won. There are still the Drake fans like, nah, Drake washed him. But come on now. Whenever you have, and this day and age, my brother, whenever you got teenagers dissecting Kendrick's lyrics in school, that's a win for the masses right there. And this day and age.
Man, listen. it's I don't know what Drake does at this point.
Take a vacation.
Take
Another
a vacation, go to Belize, go to Turks and Caicos, because you still rich,
Of course.
It's it is what it is, man. But as far as musically, there's no coming back to Kendrick. He's well, I take that back. Unless he somehow could top all of this with another song, I don't think that's possible. Because what you alluded to earlier, Drake is not just a rapper. Drake is a whole machine. So I'm pretty sure he has to be back in the studio actually doing songs that's going to be on his album. He's probably on tour or something. I don't know. He probably don't got time to drop like a 6 diss song to Kenny. I wish K Dot would just, and I don't think he's going to do this just because the last song he put out, Like Us or Not Like Us or whatever it's called, is ringing off so much. He don't want to take no momentum away from that. I would like to see him drop another diss track just to cement it even more. It's like when they say putting the nail in the coffin, it's like that's a thing, because the person, you already killed the person. You know what I'm saying? So Drake is already dead as far as this battle goes.
Okay.
Kenny just put a nail in the coffin. That would be dope, but I don't think he's going to do it though.
I think it will be overkill, man. I think.
But that's the point, though.
Yeah, but also overkill. But then it would be like overdoing it, because right now, the way that I'm thinking, why would you want to step on a song as big as Not Like Us? Like, to me, that's it. Unless Drake comes back once more, if right now if there is no other music being played, good. Let Not Like Us just keep getting momentum. Make it a number one eventually, and let it stay as is. I think what Kenny is doing right now, he's playing chess moves, man. Matter of fact, he out Drake in the situation.
Drake?
He put a Drake. He did what Drake did to Meek Mill. He did that so much better than this right here. And again, this is a beef that I'm taking it as just pure entertainment. I'm mad that some nut, where 2 people try to trespass on Drake's mansion. Security guard got shot. I hope he's all right. The other guy just try to go in, and it happened right after like the tail end of the beef. So people are like this could be linked to the beef that's going on. It's over with. I don't think it is. I think maybe you just have some deranged fans that are taking it too far for whatever the case may be. We don't know. We haven't had no reports, whatever the case it is. But let me ask you a question, RJ. So with this beef, again, we're taking it as entertainment. But there is one person that is not on the side of entertainment. He is on the the side of like, hey man, I don't think this beef is is anything positive. You know, it's and this is coming from Questlove. Questlove, if you don't know, he is well loved in hip hop, drummer from the magnificent Roots crew.
Questlove, aka Hipsy McGipsy,
Back in the
biggest,
day, right?
the biggest hips in
He's probably
the
the
biggest hips
biggest
in hip
hip
hop.
hop curator historian out there, besides like Knife Wonder or like KRS One,
Hips,
right?
hip hop.
But this is what he said about the beef. Nobody won the war. This wasn't about skill. This was a wrestling match, level mudslinging, and take down by any means necessary. Women and children, and actual facts, be damned. Some audience wanting blood will soon put up RIP posts like the one part of the problem. Hip hop is truly dead. Mm, mm. I won't read the comments because the comments is 95% is clowning Questlove, and I have so much respect for Questlove.
I love Questlove, man. Even though his hips are so wide, but it's fam. It don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Now, if some violence has taken off, or if it became more than rap,
Right.
cool. But we haven't seen that yet, so I don't think we necessarily.
And we're not even looking for it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants Drake to kill Kendrick Lamar literally. Like it's lyrics. It's lyrics. I don't want Drake to die. I don't really like Drake as an artist. I'd say the back. I like a lot of Drake's music. I would say most of it though I don't rock with, especially when he's being overtly sensitive. You know, the lovely fingernail polish Drake. But
okay,
yo, when he's spitting though, like Drake can rap. Drake is an MC,
right.
and I like the beats that I don't know if he really gets a lot of beats from 40 anymore, but
40, Bor Wonder, Cardo.
I love his style of beat.
Keith. Yeah.
But it's like as long as it's just rap, and that's what it's been so far, and it has gotten disrespectful. But
very.
Bro, how you have a respectful beef? It's a beef. If it was respectful, it would just be us doing a song together. It's going to get disrespectful. And until somebody actually tries something physical, I have no problem with it. Like, I can't stand when people try to conflate things that shouldn't be conflated. Like, this thing with Drake and Kate Dot and this beef that's been brewing for like 2 or 3 weeks has nothing to do with the state of the black community. Like nothing to do with it. If this beef never happened, our community would look the same. If this beef does happen, as it's happened so far, our community looks the same. This is not the things that we should be conflating. Like, don't conflate those two things. This is strictly entertainment, and it hasn't turned into anything else.
Exactly. And back to your point, man. Like, how do you have a respectful beef where you're just you're like always bigging up the person? You know what I'm saying? Like nah, nigga, you nice. Nah, nigga, I said you nice. Nah, fam. Let me say it again, bro. You is the nice one. You know what
I'm trying to get like you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga. Like don't even. It's beef. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody got to fact check this. Wasn't Questlove doing the drums back when Jay-Z was having his little beef moments with Nas? Wasn't there some collaboration between the Roots and Jay-Z? I don't know. I could be wrong.
It's there,
I could be wrong.
But this is how you have a respectful beef.
Oh, this is stupid. Funniest part of the movie.
Hold on.
Successful days and a lot of great ventures. I hope you just come up, brother.
I hope your whole fucking year is spectacular.
Oh, you hope my year is spectacular?
Yeah.
You got something you want to say to me?
You got something you want to say?
Say, oh shit.
You smell great.
You smell great. What is that?
Burberry. What you got on?
I forgot.
Smells expensive.
It's just deodorant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We smelling good. Some smelling good brothers out here.
You an awesome man, and I appreciate you.
Hope you find yourself.
Yeah,
soon.
we should go out, get drinks.
Wanna get drinks?
Yeah.
How many drinks?
2, 3.
I hope you find yourself.
4, 5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
10.
All of them.
On me?
It's on me.
Yeah,
no, it's on me
son,
now.
you.
Yeah,
It's on me
That
now.
movie was
Yeah, it's on me.
weird. Did you ever see that? Catch that whole movie?
Yeah, man.
Niggas was
Yeah.
turning into horses by the end of the movie.
Spoiler alert.
What is
Big
this?
spoiler alert. But yeah.
What is this?
It was funny though. It was funny. Yeah,
had
it
its
was funny,
moments,
man.
I thought
Yeah.
that was the funniest part of the movie. Like when it legit started turning into the island of Dr. Monroe and niggas is turning into like horses. I was okay. What is? I missed it. This is not what I thought this was going to be.
Right. But look, man, they kind of button this up, right? So do you predict that we'll have any more artists, entertainers, commenters, streamers, athletes having a beef moment to kind of like catch the wave of what is going on right now?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Yes, this is going to be the new normal, and I'll tell you why. Ever since Cat Williams did the infamous Club Shay Shay interview, and that interview now officially is the most watched interview of all time on YouTube. Over 63 million views.
Sheesh.
Ever since that, you've been seeing people act real different because they know if they could get a viral moment, it's only going to help their career. I've never seen Danielle Rollins act crazy in public before. And all of a sudden, a few weeks after the Club Shay Shay interview, he's screaming at Corey Holcomb in the middle of a comedy show. Never seen that before. Drake and K-Dot have been throwing subs at each other ever since the Control verse in 2013. Sub here, sub there, sub. Now, all of a sudden, after the Club Shay Shay interview, they calling each other out by name. And they have one of the greatest battles in hip-hop beef history. Why now? It is the Cat Williams effect.
And you know what? The perfect example of that is, during the kind of like the midpoint of the beef, right, between Kendrick and Drake, we got Quavo and Chris Brown going at it. It was a fun diversion, to hear Chris Brown getting gritty, and
niggas
Quavo
was like, forget this rap beef. I'm gonna see you for real. You know this ain't.
That's one where I think if they see each other besides, on business, it might be something because they don't like each other. At least Chris Brown don't like him at all, right? But now we got the Game out of nowhere. This is Free Ray Rick Ross out of nowhere. Now I know how you feel, so we're going to get to you in just a second. But I like it. I like this diss. It's Game rapping. For one, we can't forget the Game is battle tested. All right. He came in a game going at the top rapper in the game, 50 Cent. After that, he has went at anybody that has even whispered his name. The Game goes in, pause, and listen, man, the Game no joke. The Game is no joke. But what was your take on it, man?
Coming in today with the beef that nobody asked for is the Game. The Game is bipolar.
Damn.
That Negro is bipolar. First of all, and I'm gonna get back to what he just did, but do you have any idea how much money he messed up because he couldn't get along with 50 Cent? Imagine if the Game could have just got along with 50 and been like, 50 is, G-Unit is your thing. Dre just put me on his label so I can get some seasoning or whatever. 50, you gave me like 2 or 3 of my highest selling songs of all time on my first album. We don't gotta necessarily be friends, but we're gonna at least have a business relationship to not F up the bag. This nigga is so bipolar that he messed all of that up. And he pissed off 50 Cent at a time where 50 Cent pretty much controlled his destiny. Any budget that he would need for a video, any producers he would work with, 50 Cent was in control of that. And what does this man do? He writes diss tracks to this nigga. Okay, go ahead and shoot yourself in the foot. This is the man that we're dealing with. So fast forward to today. this man drops a diss track to Rick Ross. I didn't even know these niggas was
Dope.
beefing.
It's
Did
dope.
you know these niggas was
Neither.
beefing?
Nah, I saw some tweets from the game, like something to the effect of I hate fat niggas with skinny legs. I didn't know who he was talking about. There was no names given, but
That's funny.
that was it. Like, yeah, this came from out of nowhere.
It's come on, gang. And I heard the song. The song is actually pretty dope. As far as diss tracks go, it's solid. The game can rap. Nobody's ever gonna say the
Hands
game
down.
can't rap.
Right.
But I think his clownish behavior is what's really holding him back from being considered like one of the greats, man. How many times have you heard him diss somebody and then a few weeks later, a few months later, walk back to diss? You remember when he had dissed Jay-Z back in the day? And he was like, I'll forget what he said. But then he got asked about it like some months later or a year or two later. He was like, nah, I wasn't talking about Jay on that song. I was talking about Ja Rule. I don't diss legends, blah, 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 blah. He was saying all that because he had hopes of one day getting a song with Hov. Now, years later, when it was painfully obvious that Jay don't F with him because he's goofy. Now he's like, yeah, FJ this, Jay. Like, nigga, 2 years ago, you just said you don't talk about legends. Like, and now all of a sudden it's like, yo, he's a clown, bro. He is a clown. To me, the highlight of him is the fact that he supposedly knocked out Suge Knight. That's what I heard he did. That's got to be the highlight of his
rappers. Thing, Game is one dude that I know. Like, if you see him, he gonna run that fade like a true West Coast nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like the Game.
It's squabble. He got a squabble.
It's like that. Yeah. He was squabble.
Squabble.
You know what I'm saying? So the Game is well known, documented for that as well. I mean, but again, this is just one example of being on the wave of the beef. Even more so. On top of that, we got another rapper beef that's brewing. I'm talking about one. You know where I'm going with this, right? You know what's about to happen, right? One of the biggest in the game,
literally the biggest
who has ever done it. You know what I mean? I am talking about none other than Shaq Diesel, Superman, Shaq Fu.
When it comes to Shaq hates every big man. If you haven't noticed, he does. He doesn't like the big man, rightfully so, because that's his position. He is, in his mind, he is the apex.
Would win, but I won.
Oh, you think you can say something about the D's, but he ain't gonna say something back?
I got in.
You gotta have G14 classification.
He banged though. Come on now.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world.
I'm number one.
I'm the best in the world.
Oh no, Shannon Sharp, man, you're way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper beefy. You're soft, before you get fly, you rather tweet me. I was in 3 different cars when you was in 3 feet. All I see is dollar signs, they come in 3D. Make it hot, ain't no way around my degree. You are not in my spot, you are like a peewee. Shula got them calling me Rocky the way I reread. I get to the green bag, I don't mean a lawnmower.
You heard that, son? You heard that, son? Shaq got here spitting, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on now. Don't hate. Don't hate.
Basura.
Trash. Listen, man.
Garbage juice.
But all right, so let's give the people, and for the people watching online right now, thank you for watching. Comment if you have some thoughts about this as well. This new beef moment occurred on Shannon Sharp's late night show with Ocho Cinco. All right, I'm going to see if I can pull up the exchange here of what happened. Sorry about the dogs in the background, but Shannon Sharp has been on one this year. You can't deny the glow up that Shannon Sharp had this year. So there was a conversation about Shaq's greatness. Let me see. This is the right one. Yep, here we go. All right, y'all. I am going to show this to y'all. and we're going to do some reading rainbow here in a second. Here we go.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Here we go. All right. So, Joker, didn't get the MVP this year. Some people thought he should have. No, my bad. He did, right? He did. He did, right? And Shaq told him, somebody else should have got it, like straight to his face. And, Shannon has some choice words about that. On his Nightcap show with Ocho Cinco, and Gilbert Arenas, Sharp said that O'Neal, who only won one MVP in his career, should have had 5 of them with his level of dominance. Shaq is never brought up in GOAT conversations, Sharp said, and I think a part of him is envious of that. Sharp eventually got personal by taking a jab at Shaq, saying that if Shaq had my work ethic, he had 40,000 points. Now, O'Neal, Shaq, of course, responding back to that. Shaq said, you got to be top 10 in your profession before you speak on someone in their profession. O'Neal also said, you took me sticking up at Shy Act's jealousy of Joker. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Me jealous? Sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people. You need more people, and in case you forgot, 4 rings, 3 finals, MVP top 50, and top 75. Google me, son. And, and then shortly after, Shaq dropped his diss record. I think we can say with confidence that this is probably the best diss record ever created by an athlete. By an athlete. So, take it as you want.
Can't even give it that. Because this man got into it with Dame Lillard a couple of years ago. Dame Lillard had some bars for Shaq.
Ooh,
I've heard
Dame goes in. Dame goes in.
Rap. I've heard Shaq rap better than this, but this one,
yeah,
you should have gave this a few more days. He tried to be like Kendrick and Drake, and like, oh, hold my basketball, Kenny. I'm about to go into the booth, Superman, and then like he just wrote something real quick and just spit it out. You're not Jay, bro. You need to let them bars marinate a little bit. They were not good. Those were struggle bars, absolutely struggle bars. But I will say this, man. It's kind of a wild space that we're in right now because like every athlete has a podcast, and it used to be you had the athletes, and the only sound bites we got from them were when they were doing press conferences. And most of the time for the press conference, you're gonna keep it pretty vanilla. Oh yeah, I think we did good. We're gonna go back and watch the film. Yada yada yada. Nigga, we heard this before, right?
Right.
And it was the media personalities of Stephen A. Smiths, the people like that, who would then give color commentary on what the athletes did. Now that's flipped on its head, and I like it. Let me tell you why I like it. Now we get to hear straight from the horse's mouth what's going on. Win, lose, or draw, right or wrong. We can hear it from the athlete. And people like, what's the old crypt keeper looking dude?
I know
Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, old whack self. People like him are going to be put out of business in the next 2 to 3 years. You're going to have to be more than just somebody giving your random opinion. Like we can get random opinions from the actual athletes who are actually in the locker rooms who live these great sports stories, right? So that being said, Shannon Sharp being a former professional athlete, him speaking on another athlete, it's kind of taboo. Normally, you don't really inject so much into it. You kind of try to be political in those types of arenas because it says even though one was in the NBA, one in the NFL, you're still kind of colleagues in that we were all former professional athletes. Usually you wouldn't see that. It's almost like a rapper commenting on the bars of another rapper. The only time you see that is if it's a diss track, if it's beef or whatever like that. Normally, how they feel about the other person's work would, They just keep it to themselves.
Right.
So I have no problem with Shaq coming back at Shannon
Mhm.
because it's like, why? First of all, we don't know what's true and what's not, but the idea that Shaq, as dominant as he was, is somehow jealous of Jokic is insane. Jokic doesn't. He hasn't had half the career that Shaq has had. Shaq is the most dominant player ever. The most dominant.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Is he the best? No, no. But as far as being unstoppable, bro,
Yes.
this man was a whole force of nature for pretty much his entire career. So
Mhm.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I do kind of think that Shannon Sharp is the type of person now, just seeing him do this a few times, he'll say things to get clicks and then try to act
Mm.
like he's a dude that's just being objective, you know?
Okay. Okay.
Because if you look at his show, he'll ask like 5 vanilla questions in a row, and then he'll
Uh-huh.
throw one spicy meatball in there, just to see if the person he's interviewing will like react and
Okay.
go off course, man. But I don't know. I
Right.
have no problem with Shaq. The only problem I have is those bars. They were trash.
That
I
was
ain't
it.
love it.
Listen, I like Shannon. I know you won't like this person, but Vlad, he's been hating on Shannon, with the
Oh,
whole
ever since the interview.
the whole soundbite of Shannon saying, he made more money off of this clip, off of this interview than he did in his whole career in football. And again, it's like Brad Beef. Is it lies? Is it true? Who knows? Who cares, right? But Vlad was really offended by it. But in an interview he did with, I forgot, was it either Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, or Michael Jai White? I forgot who it was though, but he was saying like he loves Shannon, what he's doing, but he's mad at the fact that Shannon won't go on anybody else's platform. He only will do his platform either on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith, Ultra Cinco, or his own show or own podcast. He won't do anybody else's. So
That's not even
that's one thing I find kind of weird that Shannon won't do is, extend himself out to other people because they do it for him all the time
I
on
don't know
his
because
platform.
he just did Cam Newton's podcast not too long ago.
Oh, you did? Well,
Yeah.
shit, I take it back then. I take it back. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But as far as his take though, I mean, could Shaq have been greater in his time if he took it seriously? I say yeah. I mean,
Absolutely. I think Shaq has said that. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
Shaq has said that because Shaq had issues with his weight. And that's part of the big reason why him and Kobe kind of had a riff.
Mhm.
Because Kobe was Mr. Yo, I'm going to eat what I need to eat. I'm going to come to practice.
Perfectionist.
I'm
Right.
going to shoot 1,000 shots before anybody gets to the gym. Then I'm going to
Mhm.
go home and sleep for 2 hours. And I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, come back and do it all again. He was
Right.
like insane with his work ethic. And then Shaq, I'm sure he worked hard, but at the end of the day, you 340 pounds, bro. Like,
Mm.
it's only so much you can do. You won't get tired. So I think Kobe's big problem with Shaq was, we won. I think they won 3 chips together.
Yep.
They probably could have won 4 or 5 if Shaq kept
For
his
sure.
weight under control and had the same work ethic that Kobe had. So I think it's a fair criticism, man. But the only problem I had with what Shannon said was he said that Shaq was jealous of Jokic, which I think is insane. Shaq is one of the greatest bigs of all time.
Mm.
Jokic
You know
is
what?
still writing this story.
You know what? I get what Shannon is saying. Maybe not jealous of him, but just the fact that Joker is a big, but he can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like in this era of basketball right now, we got the big shooting threes, dishing out balls left and right. Not so much being big defensives, like that was the role of a center, grab boards, block shots, put ups, put backs, dunk if you can, sky hook, whatever, right? That was the role for bigs since forever. But now we're seeing 7-footers that would normally play in a center position, being power forwards or being out on a wing, and they're shooting J's, shooting threes with finesse. Like it's a whole different skill set right now for bigs. And, maybe Shaq may feel some type of way about that. Like, damn, I wish I had those tools back then. But back then, that wasn't the game plan for us back then. So maybe if he would have tweaked that just a little bit. But come on, man, it's Shaq though. It's
That's what I'm
Shaq, baby.
saying, man. Like,
It's Shaq, man.
who
You know what I'm
got
saying?
beef with Shaq? Like,
Come on,
nobody
man.
has beef with Shaq. This nigga
Right.
just want to make money and do any advertisement that will pay him money. This nigga
Exactly.
got commercials with the General, Papa
Yes.
John's. I'm just counting all these checks that I got.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, Kenny. It's like, and come on, man. Who beefs with Shaq? It's Shaq,
Right.
man.
It's
Come
Shaq,
on.
man. You know what I'm saying? He's so likable. You know what I'm saying? He's so likable. He's a sheriff as well.
That
I'm
nigga
like,
is.
damn.
Yo, real quick, who got the most crazy side mission, side crazy stuff outside of
Mm,
the thing that they're famous for? Is it Shaq or Snoop?
I think
Who got
Snoop, man.
the craziest
I
side
think it's
missions?
Snoop.
Hey, Snoop.
Snoop
I'm
would
about to
do
go with
Snoop would do a commercial with Martha Stewart, a whole show. He'll do rap
show.
songs with niggas, speaking in a different language on the other side of earth. He's even grandmas love Snoop because he just him 24/7. He is just Snoop, hands down. So yeah,
Yeah, I think it's Snoop too. Just out here completing side, like the game. I already beat the game. Let me just do these side quests.
right,
Let's see
right,
what's popping.
yeah, man. But that's all I got, man. Unless you have any other thoughts, man.
Nah, that's it, man. Listen, want to thank everybody for watching this episode of Geek Salad
Yes,
Live, man. Make sure
yes,
y'all tune in to our next reaction. If YouTube ever let us be great, if
please.
YouTube, we got like 2 episodes. We got a reaction to X-Men, I think episode 6 and episode
Mhm,
7 that we did.
mhm.
And we got copyright, so we had to dispute those. We're gonna win it because even though the copyrighted stuff was playing, our stuff is transformative because we
Exactly.
talking pretty much the whole time. We never just
Right.
letting it play. So
Yeah.
we're gonna win it. It's gonna be late. Look, the show gonna be all season 1 gonna be over by the time it comes up. But
It's
that
coming.
don't matter though. Let us know because it was some good content. Let us know what you want us to react to next. Put it in the comments, man. But that's all I got. G, you got anything?
No, that's it, man. Again, for anybody watching this stream or this video when it does post, subscribe, share it, like it, talk about it. If you have anything you want us to talk about, stream, react to, let us know. Uh, the winners of all this Beefcast, especially with the Kendrick and Drake, is the people. Hip hop feels. Oh, my bad, Corey. Corey from media. We've been watching you. Keep it. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Corey Floyd's up here, so thank you, Corey Floyd.
Thanks,
But yeah,
Corey.
man, just again, hip hop to me ain't dead. Questlove. I think a lot of people are having fun with it, which is to me the whole point of it. I'm seeing Instagram skits of a woman telling their toddlers the beef, like the breakdown of the beef in a very cutesy mother type of way. I'm seeing, teenagers, going on the phones, dissecting bars back and forth. It's fun, man. So we won. Period. We won. But beyond that, though, again, thank y'all for watching Geek Salad Live tonight. I'm Big G the Bearded One, and also,
I'm all you the king.
we can't forget one of the greatest moments in this entire beef. Metro, shut your whole ass up. Number one. But number two, what the Metro did, BBL Drizzy had the whole internet making bars about Drake and his BBO abs. You know what I'm saying? One of the best. Matter of fact, I think it's the first beef beat to actually mean something. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, Metro showed that he got drums.
Listen, this is if this I don't want to call it the greatest rap beef ever.
It's up there.
I don't
It's
want
up
to be
there.
a prisoner of the moment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But it's definitely up there. I'm putting
Mhm.
it top 5. Off rip, I'm putting it top 5.
Ooh, okay.
Top
Okay.
5.
Top 5. Top 5. All right.
Real quick. You got this in no
Right.
particular order. This, you got Jay-Z and Nas.
Yep.
You got NWA and Ice Cube.
Mm.
You got Biggie Pac.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Common and
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Nah.
Maybe.
Nah.
Not
I
in
would
it.
say,
what? Ja Rule 50?
yeah.
But that was such a blowout, though. That was
It
just a
was
blowout.
though.
It
It
was a
was,
blowout.
man. Yeah. I mean, I would say Pusha and Drake.
Damn, forgot.
Pusha and Drake, because nobody knew about that kid. Nobody knew about Drake's Adidas deal until Pusha put it out there. So hey, man,
Stop
I give
telling
it to
these
Pusha.
girls you sleeping with all your damn secrets. Chris Brown told you these hoes ain't loyal, nigga. Why you ain't listen?
I like that.
Pillow talking.
I like that.
Pillow talking.
Well said. Great way to end the show. But thank y'all once more. I'm Big G, the bearded one.
I'm Arye the King. Y'all be safe out there.
See y'all next time.